Yeah, I kind of agree. That's why I don't really like the Antifa term, because the Antifa is fake. It's like it's an idea of anti-fascism, but like you see people label everybody Antifa who wears like black garb, is like dressed in black bloc. It's like it seems a bit like dehumanizing. The same way like someone on the left will say, "Oh, you're a Nazi because you support Trump." It's a little bit of the same
Yeah,
thing.
no, it's true. That's like 100% true. And like, look, I listen to Alex Jones from time to time, and I have friends who work for Infowars. But like, I'm by no way, shape, or form a fucking Nazi or a white supremacist. Like I'm a Jew with the Star of David tattoo on my arm. The white supremacists, they don't even think I'm white. You know what I mean? So I think that if you want to stop, like, in order to stop that stuff from happening, we have to be more open minded about how we communicate with one another.
Yeah, I think you really just want to sit down. We need to sit down and talk to each other. A couple, I think it was last Friday or Saturday, there was an event that took place in front of the state capitol, and it was I think it was called the Refuse Fascism event. I guess that's what the thing was called. But only people who showed up were Trump supporters and a small amount of protesters. There was about 30 people there, counting both sides. And at first, it got very angry. They would yell at each other and stuff. But eventually, they sat down and started talking to each other, which I found very interesting. And because you don't really see that, you assume, because like you watch the media, they're gonna like immediately fight. If you see a guy someone wearing all black, and then you see someone like holding a Trump flag, they're gonna immediately assault each other. One has no mask, one doesn't has a mask on. It's like a huge duality of that. But I saw them talking to each other and actually discussing ideas and sitting down. After a while, of course, when it first happened, they were like agitating each other, yelling at each other. But slowly, they started to actually talk to one each other, and I think it's like a huge communication breakdown because we're just watching on the news this abstract thing that is pushing us against one each other, and I think it's kind of like a divide conquer ideology by who I don't know, but I think we just need to talk to each other, and communication is the best tool humans have.
I
Language was our first tool, and it should still be our last.
No, I agree, and I bet you when they started talking to each other, they probably realized that they had a lot more in common than they thought.
I heard
You
that
know,
said a lot that night.
they probably had a lot. They probably agreed on a lot more than they disagreed on. And I think it opened people's minds up, and it made people realize, like, hey, man, we really are on the same team. And I think that that's the message that we really need to come across.